Today's Vinyasa yoga session will support the Stage 9 task of connecting to this moment. This is about presence, mindfulness, and intuition, all the things we can connect to in this moment. So as we take each pose in this session, try to be completely present with that pose. And as you hold the pose, be mindful of the breath, of the heartbeat, of the energy moving within the body, and your intuition as it comes up about the best way to take the pose for your body, the best way to hold the pose for your body today, and other aspects as you guide yourself through modifications for each pose that you might prefer. Being in that moment, not just mindful of the body, but present in the body with the energy, with the breath, and with the intuition for modifications in the moment. Practice this. We'll begin by setting up the breath. Today we want to experiment with some different types of pranayama, different sounds that the breath can make and how that can make us feel. So we'll start with a long, slow inhale to give us plenty of air. And then when we breathe out, make the sound of the ocean. And do this by putting your teeth together, making kind of a shh sound, like the waves coming in to the shore. Again. Let the inhales come naturally and then keep going. Extending the exhale. Now let's try a variation. On your next exhale, we will take snake breath, where we put the teeth together a little bit more specifically and make a sound. Inhale. Notice how this feels different. Does it feel different in your body, in the mind? Try it again. Does it extend the exhale a little bit? One more time. Now we'll try one more, and this will be lion's breath. So we'll take a natural inhale, but when we exhale, we will make a little bit of a lion sound, like this. Now you can use the hands to emphasize or leave them in your lap. Try it again. This is a shorter exhale. See how it feels different. In. It may feel playful. Or empowering, or something else. Explore how it feels for you. Last one. let's get started. So from table, we'll take the right arm up for a twist. Arms and legs strong. Come back and thread the needle through for revolved child. You might twist it a little further. Look under the arm. You can support this pose with blocks and bolsters as needed to be comfortable. Breathe. Come up. Bring the arm up one more time for a twist. And down. Let's take the same thing on the left side. Bring the left arm up for a twist. Notice the differences between the right side and the left side. And bring the arm down and through, sinking back into revolved child's pose. You might look under the right arm. Sink it down with each exhale. Breathe. On your next inhale, come up. Take that arm back up. And down. Let's do that again on both sides. Take the right arm up for a twist. Sink it back and through. Breathe. Bring it back up. And down. And on the left side, up. Exhale. Bring it back and through. Sinking a little deeper. Breathe. And up. Arm back up. Looking to the ceiling if we can. And back down. Let's sink that back into child's pose. Take a moment here to let the back and the hips straighten out. Breathe. And back up to table. From table, we'll take the right arm out in front of us, looking ahead and down. Take the left leg back, look ahead, toes to the floor, check that foot, knee to the ground, and down. We'll take the left arm up, out in front of us, and down. Take the right leg back, check the toes, and down. This time take the right arm and the left leg, reaching out long, Fingers pointing forward, toes to the ground. Strong right leg, strong left arm, elbow pointing forward on that left arm. Hold. And down. Then we'll take the left arm and the right leg. Reach it out. Toes to the ground. Fingers reaching. Strong base leg and arm there. Elbow pointing forward on the right arm. Hold. And down. Take a break for a moment in child's pose. You can do this with knees wide or knees together. And come back up. Let's take that one more time. Right arm and left leg out. If you'd like a little more challenge, you take a half bow or keep it right here. You can even keep it at table. Bring it down. Left arm and right leg out. Or you can stay in table. Or you can take half bow. Now, if table is a little bit tough on the knees, there's a trick that you can use here. You just take your mat and fold it up for some extra cushion. You can even fold it more than once. And back to table. From table, we'll tuck the toes and push up into downward facing dog. Adjust the hands. Feet can be close together, or feet can be wider apart. You may need to walk the hands in a little bit closer or a little further. Adjust it as is right for your body today. You might pedal the feet. Get a stretch there in the calves and the hamstrings. Pressing in, hips high. Bending the knees any amount, but at least a tiny amount. From downward facing dog, you might want to walk the hands out a little bit. We're going to come into a high plank. Elbows facing forward, the inside of the elbows facing forward. Give a little push up and down. Untuck the toes and coming up into cobra. You might take just a little cobra, or you might squeeze the glutes and the thighs to protect the back and come up into a higher cobra. Whatever's right for you today. Exhale, lower down. One more time, inhale. Cobra. Glutes are strong. Exhale. And down. We'll put the arms back. Lay the head to one side. Take a breath. And on your next inhale, we're going to come into locust. Now the glutes and the thighs are going to be strong. The arms are going to go behind us, parallel as we look to the ground and lift up. You might lift a little. You might lift a lot. Hold. Breathe. Notice how we rock as we breathe. And down. Head to the other side. This time we'll bring the hands up by the shoulders. Fingers wide, pushing into the fingertips. Elbows right by the chest. And we'll come up for Sphinx. Similar to Cobra, but with a little bit more support. Again, come up as little or as much as you like. Glutes and thighs strong to protect the lower back. Breathe. And down. While we're here, let's bring the arms right under the chest. Make little fists, not too tight. And come up to a forearm plank. And down. Hands by the chest. Let's push up through high plank, back to downward facing dog. And pedal it out. If the heels don't come all the way to the ground, that's okay. If they do, that's okay too. On your next inhale, step forward, foot between the hands. Come forward for a forward fold. Hands can be on the ground or clasping the elbows, bending the knees any amount, but at least a little micro bend in those knees. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up, arms out wide, and down to heart center for mountain. As we stand in mountain, feet might be closer together or shoulder width apart. Strong feet, active through the feet, strong quads, strong legs. This is an active stand. Abs are tucked in. Just recognizing where your body is and what it's doing. Grounding into the earth. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, and we step or float back into through plank, into downward facing dog. The right leg comes up and through for a lunge. Turn the left foot out a little bit and come up for warrior. Check the knee over the ankle, shoulders over the hips. From here, make sure your feet feel stable. Keep the legs just the way they are. Bring the arms down. Clasp them behind you. If this is too much strain on the shoulders, just put the hands on the hips. Inhale. And as you exhale, fold it forward for humble warrior. Breathe. You can also bring the hands to the ground or to blocks to support yourself. Push through the right foot, coming up. Arms back up to the sky. Hands to heart center. We'll twist for a revolved warrior. So we're going to lean forward, rotate the torso, and put the elbow on the other side of the front leg. Push through the right foot, come back up. Arms up, down to the ground. Straighten the left foot. Come back through plank to downward facing dog. Pedal the feet. And let's take the same on the left side. Left leg comes up and through. Between the hands. Right foot rotates out. And rise up for warrior one. Knee over the ankle, shoulders over the hips. Take the hands behind you or on the hips. Exhale, forward fold, humble warrior. You can also bring your hands to the ground or hands on blocks. Push through the left foot. Coming back to warrior one. Adjust the feet as needed. Hands to heart center. And revolve. So as we lean forward, we're rotating the torso to put the right elbow on the outside of the left knee. Rotating the left ribs up to the ceiling. Now we'll push through the left foot, come up, back to warrior one. Hands to the ground. Back to downward facing dog. Pedal the feet. Inhale, step or float forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms go out and up for a nice tall mountain. And down to heart center. We'll take a little step back to give ourselves a little bit more room to the middle of our mats. We'll take the right leg, bring it up straight in front of you. Bring the knee up for a hug. Maybe out to the side. Maybe behind us for a stretch through the quads. And then we'll take that right foot and place it on the inside of the left thigh for tree. Now you can go higher up like that. You can go just right, toes on the ground with the right heel at the left ankle. You can put the right foot on the left calf. Bring it as high or as low as you want, but not at the knee. We don't want to see that. So we'll bring the right foot to the left thigh, pushing through the left foot for stability, grounding the left foot into the ground, push into the ground, hands to heart center, maybe hands up or out. Find your tree. For extra challenge in this balance, you might try a little rotation to one side or the other. Moving the arms any way you like. And let that right foot down. Shake out the left leg. And we'll take the same sequence on the left side. Grounding the right foot, active toes. We bring the right leg out straight. Bring the knee up. Maybe rotate it out. Back in front. Behind for a little stretch through the quad while we're here. Anytime you feel off balance, push that right foot into the ground. For extra support, you can do this with a chair, holding on to the back of the chair. And now bring the left foot either to the right ankle, the right calf, or the right thigh, not at the knee. Strong right foot grounding into the earth, hands at heart center, or hands up or out. Grow your tree. Noticing the difference between the right side of the body and the left side of the body with this pose. Breathe. And bring the left foot down. Shake out the right leg. And we'll go back to the top of our mat in mountain. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Step or float back through plank into downward facing dog. Take the feet a little wider, and we will come down into table. From here to an easy sit. And then lying down. From here, we'll come up into a half boat. Extend the legs. You can hold behind the calves, behind the thighs, or the toes if you feel ambitious. Breathe. Lower it down, not all the way. Hold. Breathe. Roll it back for a crunch. And down. Again. Grab behind the knees and come up for a half boat. Extend the feet for a full boat. Lower down halfway. Roll back. Crunch. And out long. One more time. Grab behind the knees to come up for a half boat. Extend the legs for a full boat. Halfway down. Roll back for a crunch. And out long, maybe stretch, arms overhead. And back to Shavasana. From here, we'll take an inversion. We'll go for a supported shoulder stand. If this is not a good idea for you, don't do it. Listen to your body today. Alternates will be a supported bridge or legs up, which you can support at the wall or you can support with a strap. For the supported shoulder stand, we'll scoot down a little bit. Rolling back. And kick up into your shoulder stand. Gently. Very gently. Elbows on the ground. And we want to move the chin away from the chest by tilting the head back a little bit. We want a space between the neck and the ground. and hold. Breathe. Glutes are strong, thighs are strong, chin away from the chest. This should not be uncomfortable in the neck. If it is, slowly move out of this position and take a supported bridge or legs at the wall. A few more breaths. Try to get a little taller. Chin away from the chest. And we will slowly roll down, coming into fish. Legs are in a half lotus or a lotus. Tuck the crown of the head under. Bending the spine now in the opposite direction to balance things out. You can put a sandbag or a bolster or a block underneath your back to support this position. And relax it down, scooting back. From here, we'll bring the right knee up. Hug the knee into the chest. Maybe take it wide. And bring the right leg over for a twist. Right arm is out to the side. Left arm can be out to the side or on the knee. Looking to the right. Bring that leg back up. Bring both knees up, hug. And we'll take the right leg and cross it over the left. Grab behind the left knee and pull in for a figure four stretch here. You might use the right elbow to push the right knee out a little bit. And release. Hugging both knees in. Now we'll let the right leg go long. We'll keep the left leg in. Hug the knee in. Maybe a little wider out to the side. And let the left leg come over to the right for a twist. Left arm on the ground. Right arm either on the ground or on the left knee. Maybe looking to the left. Breathe. Bring the legs back up. Hug both knees in. And we'll cross the left ankle over the right thigh. Grab behind the right thigh and pull in for a figure four stretch. Release. Hug both knees in and send them out long. Arms up overhead for a stretch. And back down by the side. Coming into Shavasana. Shoulder blades tucked under. You might like a pillow or a bolster under the knees for comfort, or under the head, or nothing at all. Legs can fall to the sides a little bit. Hands can be at your sides or resting on the belly. This is your time to integrate your practice. What you noticed today, what came up for you today. When you're ready, start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Remove any props or pillows. Maybe roll the wrists and the ankles. Start to move the arms and the legs. Maybe take the arms up for a stretch. And roll over to one side for a rest. Just a moment while you get your bearings. Extend the top leg out and push up to a seated position. Thank you for joining me today. The love and the light and the teacher in me honors that in you. Namaste.